Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are well and safe. So, in our last class, we have discussed about the basic things in grammar, means what syllabus we are going to cover in English grammar. We have seen about it. So, uh, first, now I want to start, means I want to explain you about forms of communication. So, under forms of communication, there are two types. One is spoken form and one is written form. Means a spoken form means things required to learn. Spoken form of language means what we talk comes under spoken form. Whereas under written form, what we write, just like notes, anything, it comes under written form. So we'll see in detail about this spoken form. Spoken form means things required to learn, spoken form of language. So to speak any language, what things are required, what things we need to observe is sound, how we are pronouncing the letter or word, how we are pronouncing it. So that gives us a sound, isn't it? So sound, syllable. So after sound we have to see the syllable, then the cluster means group, then comes chunk means segment, and then speech pattern. So we have to observe these five things in spoken form. Means when we are talking, when we are speaking about anything, we have to keep these five things in our mind: sound, syllable, cluster, chunk, and speech patterns. Whereas when we are talking about this written form, under written form we need to see the letter, from letter then word, then sentence, then text or passage. So for writing, what you need to observe is what letter you are writing, with that letter what word is formed, and with those words which type of sentence is formed, and with those sentences are you forming a text or any passage, that we have to observe. So these are the two types of communication. Generally, we written form is used for sending. Nowadays we don't write any letters, only we write for official things. So for writing letters and for sending messages like that, we use written form. Whereas for spoken form, we use the spoken for talking directly to your friends or your elder ones, like that we use spoken form. So these are the two types of communication. One is spoken form and the second is written form. So in English language, you all know that we have 26 letters, or we can call it as 26 alphabets. So these 26 alphabets or letters, these letters create 44 sounds. When we pronounce these letters, 26 letters, it will produce 44 sounds. So again these 44 sounds are divided into two different types of sounds. One is vowel sounds and the other is consonant sounds. So vowels is different and vowel sounds is different. Vowels means you all know A, E, I, O, U. So I am talking about vowel sounds. When you pronounce any word, it gives the sound of A, E, I, O, U. From these letters you will get that sound when you pronounce any word. So these vowel sounds, they are 20. Total vowel sounds are 20, whereas consonant sounds are 24. So again these vowel sounds are divided into two parts. One is pure vowel sound and the next is diphthongs. So these pure vowel sounds are 12 and diphthongs are 8. So this is about English language. So now moving to the sentence and types, our first topic. So I already told you that English language starts with letter. from letter to word. Letters means we have 26 letters. These 26 letters frames a word. Word means a group of letters. These words frame a sentence. Sentence means a group of words which conveys a meaning is called a sentence. So here I am giving you an example. Here you can see the chief minister of KCR is Telangana state. Do you find any meaning in this? No, you don't find any meaning in this sentence. You can say yes, it is a sentence, but it don't have any meaning nor order. The sentence, for seeing, it is a sentence, but it doesn't give any meaning, and the words which are used in the sentence are not in a proper order. And if you see the second example, KCR is the chief minister of Telangana state. Does it have meaning? Yes, it has a meaning, as well as its order is also in the correct way. So see here, order of words in a sentence is syntax, and the meaning of words in a sentence is called semantics. So in the first example, you can see the CM of KCR is Telangana. In that, you don't have, in that example, in that sentence, there is no meaning and no order. So it is not a sentence. Is it a sentence? No. Why? I have told you, order of words in a sentence is a syntax. So it doesn't have any order. So the first sentence is not a sentence, and also it don't have meaning also. So it is not a semantic also. So the first example is not a semantic nor a syntax. So whereas the second example, if you see here, the KCR is the chief minister of Telangana state. This is a proper sentence. It has meaning as well as syntax. So what is syntax? Here you can see order of words in a sentence is syntax. And what is semantics? Meaning of words in a sentence is called semantics. So in each sentence, we have subject as well as predicate. In each and every sentence, we have a subject and a predicate. So what is a subject? Subject means doer of an action. Who does an action? Huh? He is called a subject. Whereas the predicate means tell something about the subject. So we tell something about the subject means here I have given you some examples, 5 examples. You can see here the first one. Sunil is a cricket player. This is the sentence which I have given. So in this sentence, Sunil is a subject. So here we are talking about the subject. What he is a cricket player. So here is a cricket player means it is a predicate. It is telling something about the subject. Who is subject here? Sunil. So in this sentence, it is telling Sunil, they are telling that Sunil is a cricket player. So Sunil is a subject, and the remaining part of the sentence, it is explaining that Sunil is a cricket player. So the remaining part, Sunil is a subject, Sunil is subject, is a cricket player is the predicate. If you see in the second example also, dog is a faithful animal. In this, subject is dog. Is a faithful animal is predicate. Here the subject is dog, and the sentence is telling about the dog that it is a faithful animal. So is a faithful animal is the predicate. Then coming to the third, rose is a beautiful flower. Here, what is the subject? Rose. Yes or no? Subject is rose. And how this rose is? It is a beautiful flower. Is a beautiful flower is a predicate. It is telling about the beauty of the rose. Yes or no? So it is describing the beauty of the subject. The subject is rose, and and what is described is a predicate. Now, fourth, Hyderabad is a big city. Here the subject is Hyderabad. And how the Hyderabad is a big city. So is a big city is a predicate, Hyderabad is subject. Now the fifth, Lata is an intelligent student. Fifth one, Lata is an intelligent student. So here the subject is Lata. How Lata is? She is an intelligent student. So here is an intelligent student is the predicate and Lata is subject. So I think you can understand what is subject and what is predicate here. Who is the doer? If you see in the first, Sunil is a cricket player. Subject means doer of an action. Who is playing cricket here? Sunil. So Sunil is subject. And tell something about the subject. Predicate tells something about the subject. So here it is clearly said that Sunil is a cricket player. So the doer is Sunil and what he is doing is a predicate. So he is a cricket player. So I think you have understood this, and there is a definition. A group of words which consists of a subject and a predicate is called a sentence. So what is a sentence here? A group of words which consists of a subject and a predicate is called a sentence. Means in each and every sentence there is a subject and a predicate. So without this we can't frame a sentence. So a group of words which consists of a subject and a predicate is called a sentence. So your home assignment for today is, I want you to frame some sentences like this which I have given here, like Sunil is a cricket player, a dog is a faithful animal, rose is a beautiful flower, Hyderabad is a big city, Lata is an intelligent student. So like this you have to frame 10 sentences. Don't use the same examples which I have used. You have to frame new 10 sentences, and you have to identify the subject and predicate in each sentence, and you have to write it neatly in your notes, and you have to send me. And also I have observed that most of the students, what you are doing, your siblings are in different classes. So yesterday homework what did I give? I asked you to write about your family. So most of the students, what you have done, one, suppose one sister and one, suppose two sisters are there in different classes. If one sister has written that, the other one is also using the same thing and you are sending the same one to me. I don't want you to do that. I want you to write separately. If the topic is same also, you have to write separately. Don't send the same one which your sister has written. Don't send it to me as it is like that. I want you to write separately in your own words. Don't send the same one to me. And I think you have understood the class till here. In our next class, I'll be teaching you about the types of sentences. Thank you. Have a good day.